Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
NRE is non-resident external account. You need to keep in mind that it can be opened only with the deposit of some foreign currency, either by way of a remittance from abroad or by way of, when they are on a visit into India, they can go to the bank and deposit some foreign currency, say $100 in cash as well, or in traveler's check. So that means that an NRE account, the credit for purposes of opening or even fresh deposits has to be by and large in foreign currency. The account itself is maintained in Indian rupees, but the difference is the manner in which you open, and even a bigger difference is that out of your NRE account you can freely repatriate whatever balance is there in rupees into any foreign currency of your choice, and there is no restriction or limitation on the amount of repatriation. The other aspect in regard to the NRO account which you have to keep in mind is that there are facilities for repatriation, but they are subject to certain regulations. Now, what is an FCNR account? An FCNR is a foreign currency non-resident account. Now, a foreign currency non-resident account, as the name itself suggests, is required to be maintained in any foreign currency. And you have to keep in mind that while an NRE NRO account can be either a savings account or even a fixed deposit, an FCNR account is necessarily required to be maintained in any recognized foreign currency itself. It can be the US dollar, sterling pound, the euro, Japanese yen, etc. There are a number of foreign currencies in which you can have your FCNR deposits. Now, coming to some very smart but practical advice to our NRI friends. First and foremost, keep in mind that there are a different set of regulations for your different accounts. As far as NRE or FCNR deposits are concerned, keep in mind that along with the name of the first holder who is an NRI, if you want to have a joint name, which you can, either in the account or in the deposit, you would need to ensure that the joint holder is also an NRI.
Okay.
That is to say, you cannot have a resident person as a joint holder in a NRE or FCNR account or deposit. That's number one. Well, in such a case, it is very practical for you to have a power of attorney to ensure that the accounts can be operated very smoothly. In the case of an NRO account, you have the added advantage that along with the non-resident, because this is an ordinary rupee account, the non-resident can have any resident person of his choice, say his relative, friend or anybody whom he wishes, as a joint account holder in the NRO account, and that would make it very simple or easy. But two things you have to keep in mind. In case of a power of attorney, you have to execute it very clearly. You can give it to any single individual, or you can give it either or to two persons. Any one of the two can operate. You have to ensure that this power of attorney is duly deposited with the bank after executing it, having it notarized, and getting it in the proper form and manner in which the bank wants. That can be extremely useful or easy in terms of operation of your bank accounts.
Okay.
And this power of attorney can be used for all these accounts. You don't need separate powers for separate accounts. But one thing, you keep it as joint or with a power of attorney. If you are not having it in the joint capacity, please ensure that at least you have a nominee in each of the accounts. Because just in case the non-resident something happens to him, it would be extremely difficult in absence of a nominee for anybody to really get the benefit of the funds. Even if there is a will, the whole thing can become very complicated.